Hey guys, this is Aramis Prime from Nerdy Geek Talk, the source for all your nerdy geeky needs, and I am here with the second episode of Steel City Bots, our Transformers podcast. And here with me are Jared, how are you?
Doing really good.
And Gaia Prime, right?
Gaia
Gaia,
Prime.
sorry, I say it
Right.
up. I say it
You
wrong.
might not recognize. Oh, right. I'm actually new here.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah. This is your introduction
Cool
episode.
person, yeah.
So,
Mhm.
Because the other one didn't get uploaded.
yeah, this is true. That
Yeah.
was supposed to be a special episode, and it never
Um,
got uploaded because we
that
never
was-
had the file. Speaking
I was
of
doing
never
it
getting
for
uploaded
back-
because we don't have the file, this is the second time we're recording this episode because we're dedicated, and we had a really, really darn good episode, and it didn't
Oh,
record at all. It was.
Oh, yeah.
I'm mad because that was a really solid episode, but
Yeah.
we can
Right.
we can work through this. We can make this work.
Mhm.
It's gonna be good still.
Yeah.
I'll try to remember all the jokes I made. But, yeah.
All right, but yeah. So this is your first time.
So-
It's not new. Tanner isn't here. Don't worry, he's not off the show. You can't get rid of him that easy. He
Yet.
should be back for whatchamacallit. He should be back for next week, hopefully, which may be recorded
I-
on a Monday. We'll see.
I threw him at the airlock, so we can expect him to come back as a Galvatanner soon.
It's funny because he was all excited that this would be my return from him kicking me off the show, but that episode of him leading the show and you being introduced never got aired. So
Yeah.
it never actually happened.
I was doing a really bad British accent too. Despite
Yeah.
actually being of British descent, that's neither here nor there. Anyway.
All
So
right.
one word, I have a pizza on its way that I ordered. It should be here in 45 minutes. If we're still recording when it gets here, guess what? I'm eating.
And I don't
So-
blame you because, like I said, it's the second time we recorded this episode. So let's get into it. So
It's-
hopefully we
and it's
finish
7
before that
o'clock,
pizza's
so yeah.
here. No, it's 8 o'clock, you weirdo. Kidding. We're obviously in
I'm
different-
Central.
I know.
I'm
I
Central.
know. I'm kidding. Um,
Okay.
So first off, our little bit of a history lesson is so today is September 21st, 2017. On September 21st in 1955, so 62 years ago, I believe. Yeah, 62 years ago, the Italian voice actor for animated Lugnut and Prime Bulkhead was born, which is Pietro Ubaldi, not quite sure how to say it, but either way, happy birthday, Pietro. We love you. You're a great Lugnut and Bulkhead. I love Prime, and so you are a
Same.
great Bulkhead.
Grazie.
Therefore, you're awesome. But yeah, so I thought that was neat. There wasn't much of a bunch of. I'm trying to look for dates in the past days of Transformers history, and that was the best thing that I could find. But I thought it was good because who doesn't like saying happy birthday? Speaking of happy birthday, Nightwolf from Nerdy Geek Talk. If you've watched any other Nerdy Geek Talk stuff other than Transformers, pretty sure you know who that is. It is his birthday today. Now, you're probably listening to this the day after or something, but go ahead and send him a happy birthday tweet at Nightwolf689. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. But yeah, so
Happy birthday, person I don't know, but happy birthday.
it is my brother. But
Oh, really?
yes,
Oh, neat.
has anyone gotten anything new since recently? We'll say recently because last episode didn't happen and everything. So what's the stuff
There
that
you
we already listed last time? You went first.
I got today. I got Leader Class Megatron.
from last night, right? Yeah, last night.
We should
Megatron.
probably put in that hilarious picture right about now of Derpatron.
It's there.
Yes, this boy, he's my Jet Sword boy. He is very nice. I like him in Jet mode. He like Aramis said, he is a beaut.
Yes, he's.
Yes.
I never want to
Or
keep my
here.
Transformers in alt mode ever. Leader class Megatron is the exception to that rule. It is a flawless alt mode for mine because the
Yeah.
quality's good. Some people's knows the splits apart, but mine is fine and it is gorgeous, so darn
Yep.
good.
Oh yes. Another thing I got today was the little Titan Master Rapungus, which I like him. He's red. Red's my third favorite color.
He's better than Nightbeat. That's all I can say. That is
But
not a
the
compliment,
big
though.
Yeah. The biggest thing I got from a friend who, should I give a shout out, you think? Yeah, I'll give a shout out.
Sure.
Altered Man, I think it's, is there an underscore in his name? His name's Russell. He is, Altered Ego underscore, sorry.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah,
At least I
he
figured.
bought me well, I say he bought me. I got to pay him back for it. A scale model of the Matrix that actually, like, it has finger holes. You can open it, and it makes noise. I assume it makes noise. It definitely lights up, and it has little bits in it. I think you could put like a strap through and wear it like a necklace.
Oh,
Like
that's
Flavor
so
Flav
cool.
kind of clock.
That is
I
so
might
cool.
try. I might try a Galvatron costume for Halloween now. I'm not sure.
That would be neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am definitely envious of that Matrix. I have a Matrix ring, but I do not have a full scale, a human scale Matrix. That is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I got
Here-
the
Back.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll just be right back. Continue talking amongst yourselves.
I got the Matrix necklace. That's just silver, and I got
Yeah, I remember
some.
you sending me a picture of that before. I had the Matrix ring. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but it is a ring that I have that is really, really neat. I love wearing Matrix stuff. I wish I had a
Yeah.
Matrix necklace. That'd be neat.
Mhm.
But man, I am envious of that Matrix replica. So what did you get this week, Jared? Recently.
I got the Last Night Voyager Nitro Zeus, which is an awesome figure.
One of the best transformations in a while. To me
Yeah.
at least, it is very unique. I love it.
Same, and I love the paint on him. A lot of the detail is pretty nice. I haven't had the troubles that most people have, which is the intakes or the thrusters on his back easily popping off during the wing transformation.
Really, mine kind of. That's not true. Mine did like the first time. I figured out how to avoid it. It's as long as you know
Yeah.
what you're doing, you can avoid
Are we
it.
Yeah.
still talking about? Are we still talking about Megatron?
Nitro Zeus.
Oh, Nitro. Okay, because there was one thing about Megatron.
His wings
Still need
pop
to
off
say.
like crazy. On mine,
Yeah.
at least.
But with Megatron, sorry to change the subject. I had to go while I was recording. I mentioned this before. The engines on his back in robot mode, or maybe they're intakes. I don't know. You can put the fire jets in there to give him a really cool Fury Road vibe, as I call it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to quick mention that. Sorry, sorry about that.
You're good.
It's fine. Other stuff that I got on the Saturday that just passed, I got deluxe Bumblebee
The new
crosshairs.
mold, right?
Yeah, the new Bumblebee, not the just repaint of Age of Extinction with less paint. The new one. So Bumblebee, Crosshairs, Drift, and Strafe.
Nice. Which
those-
one's your favorite?
It's a tie between Crosshairs and Bumblebee.
Nice. And so you said you don't have the Age of Extinction crosshairs before in the last time we recorded this, but that this one does seem to be improved on it, right? Like it has new parts and stuff.
Yes, his Corvette mode especially, it's a lot more sleeker. It has a more sleek design. It's not as bulky per se.
hmm
And in his robot mode, he still has the trench coat, but they changed it so it's not the
Soft plastic.
soft. Yeah,
Gotcha.
that pegs into his
They
chest.
also remolded his forearms is one thing I noticed.
Yeah.
That I'm really happy they did because it looks much better this way. I'm
Mhm.
really excited for him because I like my Age of Extinction crosshairs because I love crosshairs, and so I'm just happy to have a toy. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to getting a better toy of him.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that toy. I'm also very interested in that new Bumblebee. It looks
Yeah,
good.
and he pretty much pulls off the same thing that the MP movie Bumblebee pulls off, where the entire hood section of the car folds up into his back, so he has like no kibble in his back.
Nice. Wait,
No
do you
wings.
have Masterpiece movie Bumblebee?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like I knew that it did that, but I thought you had it, and that's what you knew. I was gonna
No.
say like well, you didn't mention that. I really want that movie, Masterpiece movie Prime and Masterpiece movie Bumblebee. They look.
Yeah.
I want
so
the
nice.
Masterpiece Prime. That guy looks. Yeah, he
Mhm.
looks
I want the
gorgeous.
Prime more out of the two, but I do want both, and I'm not a huge Bumblebee
Yeah.
fan.
I
So-
loved Revenge of the Fallen Optimus. That was my favorite Optimus toy from the movies.
Mhm.
Mhm.
This
Oh.
looks nice.
Went on that. Perfect.
Is there anything else you got, Jared, or is that it?
That's about it.
All right. So, I went to HasCon recently, as some of you may have known from my online reporting and such. Did a lot of stuff on Radio Free Cybertron and T-Formers. Make sure you check out both. I'm literally on everything for the HasCon coverage and the post-HasCon show for Radio Free Cybertron. And I did some reporting at the VIP event for T-Formers. So there's plenty of places you can check out about HasCon with me contributing and such. So there is that. While I was there, I got many HasCon and SDCC exclusives. But Transformers-wise, I did get one toy that was not an exclusive, and that is Last Night's Steelbane. I already had Drift. They only had Wave 1 and 2 of Last Night figures, deluxes, and Steelbane is the only one that I didn't have that I wanted, because I already have Squeaks and Drift. Steelbane is a really neat design. Steelbane doesn't hold together. He just literally falls apart as you move him around. He can't transform without his legs falling off. It's sad. It's really sad because it actually seems like a really neat toy too. That's what makes it really disappointing. Like a lot of people complain about the quality control on the Titans Return line. This makes that look great. Absolutely great. Because this just falls apart. And I don't like to complain about my toys. I don't. This just falls apart, and it's a shame because it is a really neat design and neatly designed toy. So,
Oh yeah, and I have Skeletron. I have something similar. He's very wobbly.
yeah, he's wobbly to the point where it literally just falls apart. So
Yeah.
it's sad. Skeletron looks gorgeous, though. I still want Skeletron because it is painted so well.
Before I might straight up buy one, send it to you, and you can just like, I don't know,
That would be
Something.
awesome.
because we've
But-
got a surplus here.
Man, because I have none around me. I really want it. I want that Megatron, too, the Deluxe Megatron, because I like that mold
Yeah.
and I think it looks neat, but they just don't have any in the Toys R Us around me. I don't get it why they don't stock them, but whatever. What I do have is HasCon exclusive Headmaster RC, and she's neat. She's really neat. She's an awesome toy. She's the new guns, the new remolded pieces for the vehicle and the shoulder and stuff. It's weird to have a Headmaster RC toy after all these years. I'm used to it being like this almost legendary thing, like this concept that never happened, is never going to happen. We always ask Hasbro's joke, "You gonna make it?" Like Headmaster Dawn, it's always this thing. They ask, "When are we getting a Headmaster RC?" We have Headmaster RC. It is weird to live in a world where we have a Headmaster RC. Also came with the Titan Master Ultra Magnus, which was die-cast, and he's awesome. He's really awesome. I love him. But yeah, it's odd to have an RC, but she's a really good toy, so I'm glad to have her. Really good
Is
use
she
of the Blur mold.
a repaint of Blur? Just curious.
She's actually a pretty significant remold of Blur. Yeah,
Oh.
like a lot of the vehicle mode is like she has the shoulder bits are remolded. The bits that go underneath her hands that fold up for vehicle mode, the entire like shield part, that is an entirely new piece. New head for the Titan Master as well to look like the exosuit. New guns. So she has a fair bit of remolding.
Good.
The other exclusive. Oh no! Here I'll get to the other HasCon exclusive toy I got that is Transformers related is the power battery, which they had, and it transforms into an Optimus Prime with a sword and a shield. There's a little cord that you can plug in from the battery part, which is like his backpack, into the sword to make it light up. It looks neat. I've done it once. The eyes also light up. It is really neat. It's a functional battery, which is really nice. It's kind of big, but it is super neat to have something I can use to charge my phone, and it transforms into a toy. It's awesome. It was expensive, but it's awesome. It's still on Hasbro Toy Shop, too, as of last time I checked. So, if you want it, snag it. Now, they did also have the SDCC exclusive items while they were there. I passed on the movie Prime because I'm not going to pay $50 to get the toy I already have slightly painted better with a piece of tire when I already bought the regular one for $30, and it's a good mold, but I don't need to pay $50 for a slightly better painted one with tire.
So you would say that it'd be good for someone that doesn't have the original
If you
Voyager.
don't have the original Voyager, it is a great mold. You should own it. If you don't want to spend $50 on it with a piece of tire, I understand. You still want to go for the regular. But if you already have the regular, I would say definitely pass on this, on the SDCC one. If you don't have the retail one, consider it. because it is nicer looking, and it's possible you could sell off the piece of tire to someone who wants it if you don't want it, or if you do, I think
Or-
it's neat. So
Or the other way around, if you
Consider-
just want to keep the tire, I'll take the figure.
I'm interested in that toy too, but not for the price, like I said. But either way, that one's still available on Hasbro Toy Shop. You know what isn't? The other SDCC Transformers exclusive, the Primitive Prime, which is the black repaint of Power Master Prime, and it is awesome. Comes with new parts too to make a little skate park in his base mode and a little hoverboard for Shredicus Maximus, the Titan Master, which is very nicely painted. He has gold, his gold paint on his shins and his helmet, and a blue painted visor with an entirely black body, which is neat. Which it is just the Orion Pax head, black with blue eyes, but I like it. It has lots of little details painted everywhere. It's so pretty. It's not a Nemesis, like it's not the same thing as a Nemesis toy, because it's very much black with gold and the littlest bit of this bright blue. There's barely any of it. It's like the window on the truck mode and then a little bit on the chest piece, but it's really pretty. If you can somehow snag this toy, do it. It's really hard to get a hold of, so if you can't, it's not necessary to own because it is just the Power Master Prime with a little bit of new parts, and it's really pretty, but it's not anything groundbreaking.
Like, say
but
that,
it is.
but I want the crap out of it.
I'm really happy I have it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just trying to make people who don't have it feel less bad.
I'm
It's like,
going to break into your house while you're not home, and I'm going to take that.
it's so good. I'm sorry, but it's so good. And it's only $50, which is only $5 more than the regular retail for a normal leader would be. And this comes with new parts and a premium deco. So why is it the same price as the Voyager that's slightly painted better? Who knows? Doesn't seem like
The
a good
tire,
idea.
you're paying for the tire.
But whatever, buy what you want. If you want it, go for it. Definitely.
I mean, you want something that was on the set of a Transformers movie, just get me. What?
This is true. You do appear in Dark of the Moon very slightly.
Very, very briefly, apparently. Yep.
That's so cool.
I'm
though.
in. I know. I just still not over that.
That's so neat. You shouldn't be. That's awesome. But speaking of movie stuff, let's move on to movie news. So, Bumblebee news. We decided last time, since this is the second time we recorded this, with a flip of a coin that the car news would come first. So, you're seeing right now the picture that we are talking about, and this is a neat reveal of essentially the first Decepticon reveal we've seen. There is a Decepticon logo somewhere on the car. I couldn't see it, but
I think it's that silver circle.
we know it's there.
I think it's
either
in
way.
there.
So it's definitely a Decepticon. We're theorizing that it could either be Knockout from Transformers Prime, or Dead End, or a new character. I'm hoping it's Knockout because I think he's such a dynamic character that it'd be great to have. Since this movie has a much smaller robot cast, so more focused on the robot characters they have. It'd be awesome to have a dynamic character just like Prime Knockout. Like that would be
Oh,
an
yeah.
awesome character. If they do Dead End, I'm not going to complain because I have a soft spot for Dead End, and I would love another toy of him. Either way, I'm looking forward. This is a neat car, so I'm hoping it's a neat robot
muscle
design. So I'm hoping it gets a good toy. We'll see.
Yeah.
Either way, it's certainly it is exciting. I'm actually getting somewhat hyped for the Bumblebee movie. Not gonna lie, even though I have doubts
Oh,
about
yeah.
it, but I'm getting hyped for something different.
Yeah.
But yeah, other movie news. So you know that robot Butler from the last movie you really liked, because everyone liked him. So
Oh,
Cogman-
you're forgetting something about the Bumblebee movie.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I totally skipped the other piece of news. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the Bumblebee movie did a not so great thing.
No, they didn't.
They
They
destroyed.
broke a mural.
Yeah.
They broke a mural.
Apparently, they totally just painted over a mural that was already there. That was kind of important to the community for some people that got lost. They lost from the community, I think. So, yeah, not great. Paramount has already apologized. They're going to pay to replace and everything. So it's not like, oh, they messed up and they're totally ditching everything like they're such awful people. No, they made a mistake. There was a miscommunication, and they are paying and fixing it. So it's not
They're
as
owning
bad
up
as
to it,
it's not as
yes.
bad as everyone says. They are certainly they're owning up to what they did, and they are fixing it. But man, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's really
Bum
not
bum
good.
ba bum. Wow.
Yeah, but now moving on to your favorite robotic butler, Cogman.
Yes.
Yeah, so you know how last night toy has been difficult to find in shelves and stuff? Well, we thought that, well, Cogman's in the very last wave by himself, so we figured he might not even come out because his stuff's been so slow that it doesn't even seem like we're going to get to wave 3, let alone the final wave with Cogman. So everyone's like, at least we have Takara as a backup. Well, Takara just said that, you know how our Cogman's supposed to come out in October? It's not. When is it coming out? We can just say that it's not coming out in October. So it's been indefinitely canceled. Not it's,
It's been delayed indefinitely.
yeah, it's been delayed indefinitely. That's the word I'm looking for. Yes, so we don't have a new release date for it yet. It's possible. This doesn't necessarily mean it's canceled, but it's certainly not coming out in October, which is a bummer because it looks so nice.
Yeah.
I hope that it's just getting delayed and it does come out, but it is possible that they aren't releasing it. I hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
But have hope because we have just gotten the case assortment for the final wave coming from some retailers. So it is going to be possible to get a Cogman. This is the Hasbro Cogman, but it may be difficult because the wave, the case assortment is a Barricade, a Berserker, a Bumblebee, I'm assuming the new mold Bumblebee, a Strafe, a Crosshairs, and 2 Cogman. That's 7. The cases almost always have 8, so I'm imagining that 1 was left off. I'm pretty sure that it's still... The important thing is that there's 2 Cogman per case. Yeah. It's good that he's double packed, so he's not the only one in the case, but when he's double packed in a case with 6 other robots that have already been released in previous waves that are already clogging up shelves, that doesn't look good in terms of finding it in brick and mortar. So you might want to order it online. Only problem is they're not selling it individually online, and I can't blame them because they'd be stuck with all the other reissues. So if you want it right now, your best bet is to buy a case which has all those other figures plus 2 Cogmen in it, and you'll get a Cogman. Do you want to buy a whole case? I mean, if you don't already own those figures, it's not the worst, but I already have a Barricade, a Berserker. I don't really need the new Strafe because I have Age of Extinction Strafe. I do want Crosshairs and Bumblebee, but I don't need those other 3, and I don't need 2 Cogmen. I just need 1. So we'll see what happens.
I might go for that because my Age of Extinction Strafe, his tail kind of shredded. His tail's kind of shredded, and he's missing one of his lower jaws.
Oh.
So I might actually go for the case and just like sell the Berserker and the other ones I already have on eBay or something.
If you want to hit me up with that Cogman, I wouldn't complain. There's 2. But
yeah, true.
Either way, we'll figure that out if that ever happens. I hope that Cogman gets released one way or the other for everyone, so everyone can have one. Oh, also the stuff I got. I did get Transformer shirts at HasCon. I forgot to mention that stuff I got. I got this one, which is like Optimus Prime. It was specifically HasCon. I got one that's the classic Star Wars poster, like with the Darth Vader in the background, like his head, and then Luke Skywalker with like the lightsaber up and everything. But it's Transformers, so it's Optimus Prime with the Matrix up and Megatron's head in the background and everything, and I think Unicron overhead, so it's really neat. The other one's Instruments of Destruction with like Megatron with the skull face and a bunch of other Decepticons. So.
And I've got that one too.
Yeah,
we're like twinsies.
Yeah, we'll have to pick a day where we both wear that, even though we don't see each other in person. So
yes,
but it'll happen. But yeah, so that's pretty much the deal with Cogman right now. Hopefully things get better, but as of now, not looking too great. Next bit of news for Generations. Oh, no, I want to mention one thing about movie news. Movie The Best Line. This isn't super new, but we haven't had a show in a while, so it's still new enough that I wanted to mention it. They did the Excalibur Optimus Prime, which took the Leader Class Age of Extinction mold and remolded the entire backpack so it comes off and turns into a shield. So it makes it better, but I still don't love the way the shoulders are on the Leader Class figure. I think the Voyager is the superior mold and that it's the better version of this robot mode for Optimus Prime. They're taking that Excalibur version and doing the Nemesis Prime deco on it amazingly well. And now I want to buy it, and I'm not happy that I want to spend that much money for a Takara Leader Class figure. But it's so pretty. I really want the deco on the Voyager, but I don't know if we're going to get that released at all. I may go for this Leader. It's really it's going to be expensive, but it looks so darn good. So pretty.
Wait, so this Excalibur version, was that a Takara exclusive, or is that the American one too?
Takara
the Hasbro
exclusive.
one?
It's Takara exclusive.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
And it has the remolding. It has the better sword too. So, but he also has an axe now too. So he's the better sword, an accurate sword, an axe which is purple on the Nemesis Prime version. It looks so good. Plus the shield. I need it.
Holy cow.
I need it. So you're probably looking at a picture of that right now because our editor is awesome. Next bit of so moving on to generation stuff. First bit of news we have is Power. We have some comparison photos of Power of the Primes leader class Optimus Prime figure next to MP10, and all I gotta say is, wow.
Yeah.
Clearly,
I was looking
Yeah.
at that earlier.
so like they look very similar. Both are
Definitely.
very awesome renditions of G1 Optimus Prime. Clearly, Masterpiece is better because it's Masterpiece. You're paying a whole lot more for it. But taking into consideration the fact that it looks better, but also the things that this figure does, the leader class figure does, that the Masterpiece doesn't. It has a full-on Orion Pax figure stuffed inside of it. The deluxe, because the cab turns into a deluxe Orion Pax. So that's already impressive in itself. That it does that and still pulls off a robot mode this good. Other thing, its trailer doesn't just attach. It is part of it. So that little bit of kibble that you seem to see throughout it, that's from the trailer. If it didn't have the trailer, it would be almost flawless. Just saying.
Yeah.
It is neat.
I mentioned this before. It's kind of like a super mode, like you would see in the original Robots in Disguise in the Unicron trilogy.
Yep, which they're saying
Yeah.
that the whole gimmick for the new leaders in Power of the Primes is that it's a deluxe, and they're calling it Mortal to Prime in terms of the gimmick, where the deluxe Orion Pax gets the Matrix and evolves into Optimus Prime with this, like a super robot mode. Same thing with Hot Rod to Rodimus Prime too. So
Now, is Starscream is leader class in this, right? Or is he
it is.
Voyager?
He's Voyager, so he will be a
Oh, okay.
combiner.
Oh shoot!
He has a combiner mode. In fact, they didn't show off the combiner mode, but they did show off the packaging, which had a picture of the art of the combined mode, which I took a picture of while I was at HasCon. Another plug to go check out my HasCon coverage. That got retweeted by a bunch of, it started going viral with Japanese news sites too. They took my photo because apparently no one else took a photo of the combined art on the side of the package.
Oh.
So
Oh.
that got retweeted like crazy.
Any
Huh.
speculation on who the limbs are?
I think it's kind of just a mix mash right now. I don't think that there's any I don't think he has super dedicated ones. It's sort of like Skylinks or Scattershot, like that kind of situation where it's the other. I mean, like Jazz. There's like the two bots that make Dreadwing, the Darkwind
Okay.
and I forget the names, but those two. I'm pretty sure they are limbs. Oh no, I think a Predacon was actually one of the pictures in the art. So.
Oh,
No, not Predacon.
Terrorcon?
Terrorcon, sorry.
Yeah.
Predacon we are going to be getting, but that's Titan Class.
Predaking. I'm getting the
Predacon.
crap out of that when it comes
It's
out.
Yeah.
I might get two. I'm not sure.
But yeah, this new Optimus Prime figure looks amazing. I am so excited for the Power of the Primes, which street date for the Deluxes and Voyagers and Legends and Prime Masters, actually, because we are still getting that price point, are December 1st. And the leader class figures have a street date of January 1st. Now, in some places, like with the last night, some places did break that street date, and so you could get a little bit early. I'm hoping that people will be lenient on the leader street date around December. So if you go to the store December 1st to get all that new product that's there, hopefully they might let some of the leaders out. Technically, they're not supposed to. I'm hoping because they look the best. The other figures look great. They look awesome, and I'm equally excited for them. But the leaders look so darn good.
I know.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Optimus.
So-
I am getting Optimus.
Same.
And if somebody else has him, I might. I don't care if it's a little child. I might have to rip it out of their hands.
But either way, it looks amazing. Definitely.
Yeah.
Next bit of Generation News is that the HasCon exclusive items went up for sale on Hasbro Toy Shop yesterday. Well, as of this recording, so September 20th. RC sold out about within an hour. I think I scored one. I'm still seeing if the order works out. They kind of screwed up my payment information. I'm hoping that it gets sent, though, because it's kind of important for my friend. And other than that, the Primitive Prime is sold out, too. Most of the other HasCon exclusives did sell, like the Captain Rex, I think, sold out. Deadpool definitely sold out for Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
And but the Primitive Prime is definitely out. The power battery Optimus Prime is still up as of right now, and so is the SDCC Voyager Prime. But I don't know why you'd want that. Just saying,
Yeah.
too expensive. Either way, go buy that those if you
I
want 'em.
definitely want the power battery, so I might
Yeah.
look into that.
You definitely should. It's neat. It's expensive, but it is a really neat thing, especially since it
How-
works.
What size comparison would you say is like Deluxe, Voyager, somewhere in there?
I don't know if I'd say he's a Voyager, but he's bigger than Deluxe. He's like a really big Deluxe. Like I'd say he's in between. He's not really a
He's a hybrid. Okay.
yeah. Maybe close to a Voyager, but like smaller, like a really, really small Voyager. Like too small to release, but maybe about that height. Either
Okay.
way. I can transform it later just to make sure, but we'll see.
Okay.
Moving on to third-party news, as you'll see right now on the screen, we are looking at TFCon exclusive Planet X PX-09T Somnus, the clear version, which is a clear Fall of Cybertron Starscream. Now, they've already released this as Starscream. I think they have a Thundercracker and Skywarp on the way, but not out yet. Or they could be out. I could be wrong.
I can check real fast.
I don't remember. But either way, they definitely announced those at some point. But this is a clear version, so somewhat replicating the ghost effect, even though he didn't turn into a ghost in the game. It's still neat. It's a pretty toy. I think it costs about $105. I would like this toy. I'm not going to go out of my way to get this. How about you guys?
I might get it.
Maybe, but I'm not sure. And I pulled up Big Bad Toy Store right now, and yeah, there's a Skywarp and Thundercracker up for pre-order.
They're pre-order?
Along
Okay.
with
That's what I thought.
along with an Acid Storm and a Sunstorm.
Wait, what?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
When did
Yeah,
those
they're
get
making-
announced?
Whoa.
I don't remember that.
Breaking news.
I don't know if that's breaking news or if I just missed it, to be honest. So, like, it's possible, but I kind of doubt it. I feel like that had to have been known, because I don't think that would just go up for pre-order without anyone
Yeah.
noticing. But,
Mhm.
either way, that's neat.
yeah.
But yeah, so if you're there, go ahead and pick it up, because it's pretty. But I haven't heard anyone that's actually going to the convention sound super interested in it. So I'm wondering if they'll have some leftover stock available left afterwards or not. I don't know. But speaking of third-party Starscreams, that transitions well into the next bit of news, which is Make Toys MTRM-10 Galaxy Meteor. This may sound familiar. This is the Cybertron Starscream third-party figure that got canceled. It was up for pre-order for $139. $139.99 was the pre-order before, and it got canceled. Well, there's a huge social media outcry and everything. People wanted it released still, and I don't know how many people. I think there was a lot of people complaining because they wanted the idea of something that wasn't a G1 third-party figure to come out. But I don't think that many people are actually still going to go for it. I think a lot of people were a lot of talk and aren't going to buy it. But that's just my personal opinion. Me, the one thing I said about this figure, it's gorgeous. I love figures that don't have a specific place to go. So this won't go with your Cybertron stuff perfectly because it doesn't fit in with that, and you already have the Cybertron figure. So like all the extra articulation makes it look beautiful and awesome. But where's it go? You know, Masterpiece. You don't have a lot of other Cybertron. You don't have any other Cybertron characters in a Masterpiece scale yet. So were you just gonna put it there? So I'm excited for this because I like Misfit toys that are beautiful and don't have a place to go because I can just play with them and not worry about having to put them on a shelf somewhere.
Yeah.
But the whole thing I said about it was that I couldn't buy it for $139.99. It was too much for me. I said if they did a price drop, I'd buy it. Then it got canceled. I was like, well, that's a bummer. Well, they uncanceled it, and it's up for pre-order to arrive in October for $99.99. I will do this. I will buy this
Same.
toy. This is done.
I am too.
Yeah, it is a gorgeous toy, and it is worth $100. I do not have a problem paying that much.
Definitely.
So,
Yeah, Cybertron was one of the series I grew up with.
Same.
So the giant Starscream, that was one of my favorite Transformers because not only did you play value, but I don't know if anyone else did this. I took off like the wings on his arms because the cyber keys, those could unlock the weapons. I would use those as like role play blasters and like a dagger, like a dagger and a super gun.
Yep.
And it was really fun. And then I could use the regular guy as like a race car mode, as I called it.
it is just
And it was
gorgeous.
Also, he has
Yeah.
also the nipple guns. Can't forget those.
They're
Yeah.
lower than nipples. They are like
Barely.
ab guns.
Mm.
They're not as bad as Redgar.
Well,
At least on this figure, they aren't that
all
high.
right, honey. All
On
right,
this
honey.
figure, on the third-party figure, they aren't that high. I can't say about the normal one. But yeah, next bit of third-party news, we have an announcement. Dr. Wu's Judgment Kit, which is a weapon upgrade for Last Knight Optimus Prime, the Voyager figure. It's a new shield, which does have a bit of moving parts to expand and compact. It is bigger than the regular shield, and a new sword, which is in orange, and it's slightly bigger. It's nice. I'm thinking that it's going to be around $25 because that's what their upgrade kits usually are for around this stuff. I would buy it for maybe $20 because I'm okay with the accessories that the regular Prime came with. These look nice, and they would certainly be nice to have. I don't feel like paying almost the price of the figure just to get the better weapons when the weapons we have are good enough. They're not amazing, but they are good enough.
Yeah.
So that's for sure.
Mhm.
But yeah, is there anything else you guys really want to mention about that one? Because it's not very big or anything. So.
It looks neat. It looks neat. That's what I got to say.
Yeah. So last bit of third-party news. Fans Hobby, you will be seeing this because it is gorgeous. It has to make it into the show. Fans Hobby MB-03A, the Red Dragon. So a little bit of background for what this is. Fans Hobby made Monster Bots, Masterpiece scale. They made all of them, I believe. The double cross mold was the first one they did. This is the double cross mold, but remolded, which was teased a while ago in like a gray model, as BotCon Megatron, so like the Transmetal one and everything. And I love it. This was, like a cult thing that, like, is this going to get made and stuff for years and years and years? And they made it for the last BotCon, which I went to, and I have that figure. This is a certainly very different take on, it is the same idea, but a very different take on that design, and it looks awesome. I have to have it. I remember when they teased it, I was so excited. I was hoping, like, it'd be a TFCon exclusive or not. Well, it's not getting a general release as of now. It's not a TFCon release as of now. It is going to be at Shanghai 9th SGC, and it's only gonna have a 300 unit production. That's about a third to a quarter of what a normal production would probably be. So, and it's gonna be an overseas convention exclusive. Gonna be a pain in the butt to try to find. Now, this doesn't rule out an eventual possible release over here, a second release or something, or possibly an alternate paint scheme like Cryotech, which would be neat, but then I'd have to buy two because I need this version, and I would need the Cryotech. I am possibly going to wait a little while to see if we get a second release, but yeah, it's going to be hard to get.
As
But
I said
need it,
before,
so.
yeah, my wife, Mitru, she has some friends over in China. And if China's a huge country, I don't know where in China, I'll have to talk to her. Do not get your hopes up. But
I really hope.
maybe it could happen.
I really hope so.
But
What?
again, not get your
I
hopes
know,
up.
I'm not planning on it, but
No.
that'd be so nice. It looks so beautiful. Do you guys think you'll go to any extra lengths to get this figure like I am definitely going to, or no?
As I said before, if it falls into my lap, if I get an opportunity to get it, I'll get it. But I'm not going to, like, be up on Google, on eBay at, like, 2 a.m. trying to outbid somebody for it either.
Yeah, it's a very
Yeah.
niche item, so I don't blame anyone for not.
And, yeah, Beast Wars was just before my time, so... Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a bad series, just...
Mhm.
No
Yeah.
real nostalgia value for me, so...
No.
And it
And
looks
I'm,
beautiful, don't get me wrong.
and I'm pretty much the same. I'm not gonna. If I can, I might, but I'm not gonna overextend or
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah, I
not.
know what you mean.
I'm not gonna put any effort. Well, not effort, but like
You won't put any.
Excess
Yeah, you won't put a ton of effort, like
Yeah.
extra effort. Yeah,
yeah.
you won't go in any huge lengths to buy it. I see what you
No,
mean.
no. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna do everything within my power because I need this, and I hate the fact that I need it, but it is very, very special to me, just because of BotCon and everything. That being the only BotCon I went to, and the last BotCon, it has a lot of extra meaning to me. That character, and just I love their own take on it, so it's going to happen. But yeah, that's about it for our news. So make sure you check us out on social media and stuff. But before we give us off our social media, make sure you check me out specifically on Radio Free Cybertron. I've been on a lot of the Hascon stuff in T-Formers. Also, just this night, as of this recording, T-Formers put out their first episode of YTF, a show where they explain issues or topics that are they can be new and relevant, like the Titans Return box sets. Why aren't we getting the third and fourth box sets when we got the first two? Why were the third and fourth ones canceled? That is the first episode. It's about 15 minutes long. It is XV and we both recorded that, and so we'll be doing that on other topics. I don't know how often, but it will be happening. So definitely make sure you go check out that first episode on T-Formers, and it's on their YouTube channel. It is neat. I promise. It is definitely good, and it's very informative. So definitely check that out. But you can also check me out on Instagram at Aramis Prime if that's your thing. It's not my thing, but I check it sometimes. And on Twitter at Eric Crowbar with 2 C's. I remember that from the last time we recorded this. So yeah, definitely make sure you check me out there. I'll definitely answer there. Also the Nerdy Geek Talk Twitter at Nerdy Geek Talk and at Steel City Bots. You can find me there too.
Maybe we can put these links in the description too.
Yep. Where can they find you guys?
My Twitter. I only have a Twitter. It's I like, and because they show you, because Twitter shows you what people like now. So I like and retweet some
mature
we'll
stuff.
say adult content. So only follow me if you're like 18 or older. I have to give you that whatchamacallit. But my Twitter is Shingeki Dadass. And there no spaces, no underscores, nothing. And yeah, I'm on there quite a bit. I am very sweary and I am very snarky. So
you've been warned. Be
warned. I will snark at you, but that doesn't mean I don't like you. It just means, honestly, if I snark at you a lot, it either means I really like you or I despise your guts. So
someone who will not be snarky at you, Jared.
Yeah.
Where can we find you?
You can mainly find me at Twitter. My Twitter name is ProcJar24 at JaredProco. I do have an Instagram, but I'm not going to bother mentioning it because I barely ever use it.
Yeah. So other shows on the network, make sure you check out the newest episode of Holocron Herald, our Star Wars podcast, which has Luke and myself on it. It's quite entertaining. Episode 3 just went up. It is certainly interesting. If you like Star Wars, we talk about a bit of news in the beginning. We kind of go off on speculation, a bit of talk about just stuff in general, concepts for the franchise. It's neat. It's definitely a good listen. Make sure you check that out. Also, we should have a new episode of Versus this weekend / Monday, probably, because I'm guessing we're going to record it Sunday. So, not sure what the topic is going to be yet, but there's a couple ideas floating around. They're weird. They're interesting, but we'll have that up either way, no matter what it is. And that'll be weekly again, too. So, Star Wars Podcast is
Pizza's
weekly.
here.
Transformers. Go enjoy that. Star Wars Podcast will be weekly. Transformers Podcast will be weekly. Awesome Asylum should start again soon, but that's not my podcast, so go ask Nightwolf on Twitter if you're interested in that. Movie Mania should also be make a comeback eventually. And like I said, Versus, we did an episode before. It is one of our most viewed videos, has several thousand views. It will be making a comeback this week. So look forward to that and everything. And thanks for listening to episode 2. It's been fun. See ya.
Peace.